Chance to tell me I told you so. Here's your chance to rub it in. Yes, I was wrong. By the way, I'm sharing this live with my cat. I have no choice. But I'm kicking myself. You know why? Because normally I go with Shakur. I always go with Shakur. I've been a Shakur fan for a couple of years now. But the very time that it counts, the biggest fight of his career, I decide to choose the guy he's going against. Biggest fight of his career, I switch sides. And if I just would have stuck with Shakur, I would be right. And yeah, so I'm not sure what I was thinking. I really did think that Teofimo had a chance. I thought that he would be able to utilize his size advantage, apply the pressure, and Teofimo does have power. So I was just looking at it from that standpoint. Well, Shakur showed us last night how good he really is. And all this stuff about him being boring, I truly believe, with all due respect, that's coming from people who don't understand the sport. So hopefully I have a few people pouring in here shortly to kind of tell you I told you so, or to kind of share in my to sort of share in my regret. Misery loves company. But it was one sided. Shakur looked sharp. He looked unbeatable last night. I truly believe he does beat Tank. And I would love to find out. That's the fight to be made. But of course, I won't go there. But yep. Yep, Shakur did his thing last night. Looked sharp. And it's almost possible to close that distance on him. I really wish that Tiafimo would have pressed the action a little bit more, taken a few more risks, because that was the only way. That was the only way. Rough him up a little bit and just take a few more chances. I don't understand why Tiafimo was headhunting so much. Cam V2H, how do you do? At Justin Spargo, how do you do? Dan Strauss Bar, I probably butchered that. How do you do? Braden 318. How do you do? Welcome to the live. Well, who's gonna say I told you so? I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of people to tell me I told you so. And I'm a Shakur fan. That's the messed up thing about this thing. I should have just stuck with my guy, but for some reason I had to do something different. And yes. And by the way, don't throw Tiafimo away. You win some, you lose some. There's still a lot of winnable fights for him at the top level. So, oh, my cat! My cat! That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. You still there? My cat knocked my phone over. Little rascal, you. Well, anyway, I thought it was a decent fight. I'm glad the fight did happen. And yes, the right guy won last night. And I think it's time that he fight guys like Devin Haney. I mentioned Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, and I know him and Keyshawn Davis are friends, but stylistically, that would be an amazing fight. That would be an amazing fight. So give me your thoughts. Srijan1MR, how do you do? Welcome to the live. I thank you guys for tuning in. And do you guys have any thoughts on last night's main event? I'd love to hear them. And once again, I made a bad prediction. I made a bad prediction. And I should have stuck with my guy, Shakur. See, that's how fickle boxing fans are, including myself. Knowing good and well that Shakur was the better fighter, I just felt that Teofimo would find a way because Teofimo, by there. But Teofimo is an awkward fighter and has a lot of power, has a good jab, but Shakur being Shakur, I mean, just shut him down. He just shut him down. So that's the way that it goes. Do me a favor on this live. Hit the like button. I really need to get into the algorithm and subscribe. I always say that if you're watching, you might as well subscribe. I'm looking to sell Fantasy Bout Hour merch soon, t-shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs. If you have any ideas, just let me know. I want to take this channel to the next level. I want to have more time to make content. And the ultimate goal is to make this content full time. And in the future, have events, get-togethers, things like that. But yeah, I have a vision. Back to Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. What did you think of the main event? I tell you, that's Shakur. And I'm just going to say it. He's on Floyd's level. Look at this cat. Anytime I'm shooting a video, here she comes. I think she's jealous. Midnight. Midnight. Any more thoughts on the fight? Any, I told you so. Freethinker 3532. Rest in peace, Lamont Sanford. I love that show. And that hurt my heart to hear of his passing. We really lost a legend. So I'm sure him and Fred is back together, reunited, getting on each other's nerves. But what an amazing show. What a legend. So, rest in love, Demond Williams, a.k.a. Lamont Sanford. Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. Your thoughts? Your thoughts? And I just need to do better with my predictions. I really do. I know boxing. I've been watching it since the late 80s. So, just asking myself all day why I made the pick that I made. But on the other hand, I can understand. I mean, Teofimo is a good fighter, and he does good against southpaws. Has a lot of experience fighting southpaws, and I really thought that he would be able to utilize his slight. I don't want to say slight. His size advantage. So, what's your thoughts? I'll be on here a few more minutes. I promised a post-fight live, and I'm gonna do longer lives in the days coming up. I hadn't forgotten about the request, the fight request. I still haven't done, so I'm gonna be working through those. I just want to get your thoughts. Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. The aftermath. The aftermath. Please give me your thoughts. I can't believe my cat knocked my phone down. Come on. Really? And also, who should Shakur fight next? And who would you like to see Teofimo fight next? I wouldn't mind seeing Teofimo versus Ryan Garcia. I think that would be a great stylistic matchup. And Shakur should probably go for Devin next. Give it a few more minutes here. And what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start giving you advance notice as to when I'm going live. This was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. So I'm not sure what this feature is. So we'll just kind of leave that there. Well, I'm going to hop off of here. I just wanted to stay connected. I just wanted to give you all a chance to gloat and say I told you so. But so just be looking for more lives coming up real soon. And I'm going to work on those fantasy fight videos, predictions, and I'll see you next time.